expect someone else to do what I'm doing.
But did you go to therapy with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
So you actually addressed it,
Right.
tried to work through it, tried to do the work, and it just was like not happening.
No.
Well then shit, you tried.
Jeezy is done staying silent. He just came out and exposed Jeannie Mai for allegedly lying about everything, and it's getting uglier than ever. The drama that we thought was left in 2024 has now escalated into a full-blown war in 2025, with police involvement, court battles, and bombshell revelations that are turning the entire internet against Jeannie. And now, Jeezy is making it clear he's done playing nice. He's pulling out receipts and exposing the manipulative tactics, fake sob stories, and straight-up lies that he says Jeannie has been using to destroy his reputation.
We're grown. We're in our 40s. And what I think is that God somehow managed our timing so that we spent time after our long-term relationships. We both came from 10-year relationships. And we really worked on ourselves to really understand what healthy love is like.
Let's break it down because this is getting dark, fast. It all started when Jeannie took Jeezy back to court, accusing him of failing to comply with their divorce settlement. She claimed he owed her money for daycare and rent expenses, but Jeezy immediately fired back, calling her out for making blatant misrepresentations and refusing to provide proper receipts. Translation? He's saying she's making it all up. Then, things got even crazier. Jeannie fought back with a secret subpoena to access Jeezy's financial records, claiming that he was trying to financially control her and manipulate their divorce settlement. She pushed for full transparency, but Jeezy saw it as a desperate power move. And just when it seemed like this couldn't get more toxic, Jeannie showed up at Jeezy's house with police officers, demanding access. But this wasn't just about retrieving personal items. Jeannie was on a mission. She arrived with movers and security, determined to scavenge through his home. Jeezy's team, however, wasn't convinced that this was just about her things. They suspected she had a more sinister agenda, possibly looking for incriminating evidence, planting hidden surveillance, or even trying to stir up more controversy. According to inside sources, Jeezy was blindsided by her tactics and saw this as another calculated attempt to control the narrative. He immediately blocked her from entering, citing serious concerns about his safety, privacy, and peace of mind. He even suggested that Jeannie had prior experience manipulating situations to make herself appear as the victim while turning the public against her exes. At this point, the police had to intervene, but even their presence didn't smooth things over. The tension was through the roof, with Jeannie demanding access while Jeezy's house manager stood firm, refusing to let her in. The body cam footage told a different story than Jeannie's version, showing her escalating the situation, making bold claims, and trying to force her way inside. It was clear this was not just about some furniture, but Jeezy wasn't having it. He immediately blocked her from entering, citing fear that she was planting hidden cameras or listening devices. He also said she's been on a mission to destroy his career with misleading claims and fake narratives. But here's where things took a shocking turn. Jeannie played the victim hard. She called the Atlanta Police Department, claiming she was being denied her rightful access. But body cam footage from officers painted a very different picture. Jeannie was seen arguing with Jeezy's house manager, demanding a walkthrough and insisting on her innocence. But Jeezy's team? They weren't buying it. They stood their ground, refusing to let her in, and the footage captured the sheer desperation in Jeannie's voice. She was fighting hard to maintain her narrative, but it was clear that Jeezy and his team weren't falling for it. And then, Jeezy dropped a bomb. He revealed that this is not the first time Jeannie has twisted the truth to manipulate public perception. According to sources close to Jeezy, he believes Jeannie is pulling the same stunts she pulled on her ex-husband, Freddie Harteyes. And if you thought things were bad before, this new revelation is shaking the internet. You remember how Jeannie spent years making Freddie look like the villain after their marriage ended? She claimed she was heartbroken, acted like he was the problem, and cried her way into public sympathy. But then, Freddie dropped a truth bomb. When Jeannie announced her pregnancy with Jeezy, the internet trolled Freddie hard, saying he must be furious since Jeannie had always claimed she never wanted kids, only to turn around and start a family with Jeezy. Freddie's response? Pure savagery. He said, "I upgraded from trash to treasure a long time ago. Best decision I ever made." And when people started siding with Jeannie, Freddie's wife clapped back hard, exposing Jeannie's lies. She said that Freddie had moved on long before the divorce, and that Jeannie had been faking the heartbreak just to manipulate public sympathy. And now, Jeezy is coming forward saying Freddie was right. He's telling his close circles that he now understands why Freddie spoke out, because he's seeing firsthand how Jeannie operates. But let's talk about the biggest lie Jeannie allegedly told.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up!
The abuse allegations. Jeannie filed shocking claims that Jeezy was physically abusive towards her. She claimed that he hit her in the face, choked her, and verbally attacked her multiple times. She even claimed that hotel security had to intervene after one of these alleged attacks. But Jeezy immediately denied everything. He called her claims deeply disturbing and flat-out false. He said she was on a mission to tarnish his character and was using lies to destroy his reputation. He even pointed out that Jeannie provided no real evidence, just vague text messages and a few bruises that could have come from anything. And now, he's doubling down, refusing to let her false claims ruin him. But here's the real kicker. Jeezy is not backing down. He's allegedly preparing to take this all the way to court, where he plans to expose every single one of Jeannie's lies and show the world that he was never the problem. And y'all already know the internet is going wild. People are divided. Some still believe Jeannie, saying that Jeezy is just trying to silence her. But others, they're finally seeing the pattern. One fan wrote, "Jeannie really played the long game. She did the same thing to Freddie, and now she's doing it to Jeezy." Another said, "The math isn't mathing. Why did Jeannie stay married to him for years if he was so abusive?" And someone else added, "Freddie tried to warn us, but nobody listened." At this point, Jeezy is done playing games. He's fighting for his name, his reputation, and his daughter. And Jeannie? Well, she's still doubling down on her claims, refusing to back down. So the real question is, who's telling the truth? Did Jeannie fake the abuse allegations to destroy Jeezy's career? Or is Jeezy really hiding something dark? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.